Hey, what's up everyone? Pooping Queen here. Welcome back to my channel, and oh Nelly, do we have something to talk about today. And that is, of course, the New Year's special that aired yesterday called Resolution. I thought it was going to be called Resolution of the Daleks, but nope, it was just called Resolution. So, there you go. So, what did I think about this episode overall? Well, I thought it was pretty dang good. There were some good things, there were some things, but overall, though, I thought it was pretty good. So let's talk about the things I liked. First of all, Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. I've said this before and I'll say this again. I am really digging Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. I mean, when Series 11 premiered last year, I was all getting hyped up and excited, and then I watched the first episode, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, and I was like, whoa, this is getting really good. And yeah, I do have to admit, there were some episodes of Series 11 that I thought were just kind of, this is okay, but there were some other episodes I was like, wow, this is getting really good, I'm enjoying this, I think my favorite, if you ask me what's my favorite episode from Series 11, I would definitely have to say Rosa, episode 3. That episode was just mwah, absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed Kerblam. That's another episode I really enjoyed. Like the whole thing about bubble wrap being dangerous and stuff like that. I thought it was actually pretty funny, to be perfectly honest. But I thought it was really great. And I also really liked the Series 11 finale, the Battle of Ransour Av Kolos. Yes, I actually remember what it was called. So there you go. But yeah, and also it takes you away. That episode I also really liked. I also really liked the Witchfinders. I thought it was really good. Seeing Alan Cumming as King James I, I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. I really didn't expect it at first, but then of course they announced, all the guest stars who were going to be on the show, blah blah blah, and Alan Cumming was one of them. I was like, oh, who's it going to play? And then he plays King James I, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Never saw that coming from a mile away. But yeah. But anyway, so with Resolution, this episode had some pretty good positives. Again, like I said at the beginning, Jodie Whittaker as a Doctor, absolutely amazing. The introduction of, seeing Ryan's dad, Aaron, for the first time, I was like, oh, this is gonna be interesting, because we've heard some bad things about him, like he left Ryan when Ryan was still a kid and stuff like that, and Ryan had to, ultimately, be with Grace and Graham. And of course, as we all know in the first episode, Grace died and stuff like that. But yeah, but then Ryan's dad Aaron hearing Ryan call Graham Gramps, and his reaction, I was like, Gramps? So like, when did this happen? It's like, yeah, it was kind of interesting, but I think it goes to show that that Ryan and Graham, they've definitely developed over the course of Series 11, and I like that. Of course, I was still hoping to see a scene in which Ryan finally rode that bike. Like he was starting with in the first episode, and I thought that in this episode there would have been a scene of Ryan, finally riding that bike and stuff like that, but nope, we didn't get that. So that's kind of a bummer, but who knows, maybe that'll be something that they do in Series 12, who knows. Anyway, but yeah, and anyway, the look of the Dalek when it was out of its casing, that scared the ever-loving crap out of me, you guys. Holy cow, I was not expecting that. It was very, very scary. So yeah, and I think someone might have brought this up on Facebook, but it looks like like when Lynn is like going home after the whole thing with me and the Doctor, and like her and Mitch and stuff like that, Lynn and Mitch and their stuff like that, and Lynn was driving home. That looks, and again, someone brought this up on Facebook. Okay, that looks a whole lot like Bannerman Road from the Sarah Jane Adventures. So that got me to thinking that maybe somewhere down the road, I don't know if this is going to happen, but maybe we could get an episode in which the Doctor maybe reunites with the Sarah Jane Adventures characters. I mean, obviously it can't be Luke because Tommy Knight is, of course, is playing Brody on Victoria. But I think it'd be really cool if Clyde and Ronnie showed back up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking that might be something happening down the line. I don't know. That's just probably just me talking because, you know, I love the Sarah Jane Adventures and I would love for Clyde, Ronnie, and maybe Maria to show back up. I don't know, but I was just thinking because, you know, someone brought that up on Facebook, like the house next door, like, wait a minute, like someone brought that up on Facebook that it was the house next door to Sarah Jane's place in Bannerman Road in Sarah Jane Adventures. So I don't know if you guys caught that in the same vein that I did, but I don't know, maybe but again, I don't know. But oh wait, Maria's in Washington DC, so maybe Clyde and Ronnie could show back up. Maybe, I don't know, could be a possibility. Just saying. But who knows? So yeah, anyway. But yeah, and the Dalek casing, like how the Dalek had Lynn make the casing of Sheffield steel, I was like, yes, Sheffield steel being used once again, yes. Because it was used to make the Doctor's new sonic screwdriver, and now it was used to make the new Dalek casing. And I'm like, oh, that is clever. That is clever. Clever Dalek. But yeah. So let's get into things that kind of irks me a little bit. First of all, we didn't see Unit in this episode, and yeah, like the Doctor was trying to get hold of Kate Stewart at Unit, but apparently Unit's not around anymore because of funding issues and whatnot. I was like, aw, man, we're gonna bring a little Brexit thing, grr. So yeah, but yeah, like the family that's like, oh, there's no Wi-Fi, what do we know? And the mom was like, suppose we have a conversation. The kids were like, what? I'm like, did we really need that? No. I mean, I'll be fine if just had like a quick montage of people like, oh, there's no Wi-Fi, oh, there's no phones, blah 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 blah, you know. But yeah, just something like that. But other than that, there's really not much bad I can say about this episode. I was watching a couple reviews earlier, and I think like both of them were saying like, oh, maybe it'd be more emotionally effective if Ryan's dad, died or something like that. I'm like, you really can't do that, you know, because that would just suck for Ryan. It's like, oh, he lost his nan. Like, oh, we're gonna kill off his dad. No. That would have just been too much for me, and probably too much for Ryan as well. So yeah. So yeah, but overall though, I really did enjoy this episode. I would, out of 10, I would probably give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. So there you go. So those are my overall thoughts on the New Year's special resolution. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys later on today with my review of the final episode of the Trial of a Time Lord story arc, as well as the final Sixth Doctor episode, The Ultimate Foe. So, I will see you guys then, and so yeah, anyway. Yeah, just trying to think of a way to end this video, but anyway. So that's it for now, and I will see you guys later. Allons-y!